just little garden cone things. So I'm just going to use them as a little aid to work with Zara with. And the purpose of it being that me and her get into a place where she's listening to me in a tighter turn circle. So we'll see how we go. Actually, I'll try and evenly space them as much as I can. 1, 2, 3. Off we go. Alright, so we're going to do a lesson with Zara. Walk, stand, be good. Oh. She moved what I got on, that wasn't good. Oh. Okay. Okay, for those who were watching before, welcome back. This is just a very quick exercise to do. And it's good for their hind disengagement as well as a good exercise for. She went over the top of it, around it. Now I'm going to go down and I'm going to change direction. We're going to go walking for now. Eventually we're going to go a little quicker. Ellie's far better at turns than Zara. Zara's not as full on turns. She's not better at turning in this direction. And I'm just using my feet more than I'm using the reins. Once she gets the hang, she gets a little quicker. She's not one that likes to do quick turns and things. Or never has been. Not that she's incapable. She can turn on a dime in the paddock. She just doesn't like it with a rider on her back. It's practice, really. We haven't. I used to do this a lot. I'm going to go down this way and we're going to change direction again to the side she dislikes. Getting a bit confused there with our signals. That was me, not her. Oh my good Lord. Because I had my foot round the wrong side. When I'm turning, you got to have the foot forward and the foot back for her to do a turn. And she's not listening, so I'm forgetting what the heck I'm doing. I didn't really go around that one. She's getting a little bit better. She's understanding now what I'm asking. She doesn't know, listen though. There we go, better hind disengagement. Now we're going to go around in a loop. Good girl. Just carrying on a little bit. Trot. Slow trot. Not liking it. Turn instantly. Ellie's exceptionally good at turns. Ellie is like a completely insanely good turner. you will ask you to stop for a second and just relax and have a think about what we just did. You got to remember, this girl's muscles are not used to doing this, so she's going to be a little sore after today's turning because she normally just grazes and she doesn't have a lot of pressure on those muscles at all. So, and being an older horse now, she's 15, she's getting on, so she's starting to sort of get to a point where muscle memory takes a while to come back and work for her. So I'm not going to do too hard and heavy for her, but these kinds of movements are very good for me, so that when I do go out on the road and things, if she does decide she's going to do a sharp pull back and ready to bolt, I've got some control over it. I've got some kind of muscle memory of my own on a sharp turn, which honestly, that's why I think I held on to Ellie when she got stung. I think it was purely muscle memory keeping me on. And sorry darling, I saw that. That was a bit of a silly thing. I've just spotted something with Szara. It is not good. And that is, she's got a crack coming up here. So I'm going to have to fix that up. I'll be back. I'm going to grab my tools and fix that up. Stay there, bub. Come back. Come on. We're a bit out of work, aren't we? A bit out of commission. Come on, up, up. I'll see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So she has a crack that's appearing. It's not only a surface crack at the moment, but and bring it forward. Let's see if I can show you. She has a small crack starting here and a bigger one at the bottom there. So how do we fix this? Well, I'll do that now. I was very lucky and very blessed to have a master farrier by the name of Lionel Large, who taught me a few things about horse hooves and how to fix them up. If you can't get somebody out straight away, or you don't have a doe for someone to come out, what you can do to help fix your horse up. Now, a lot of horses get cracks, especially when the weather is different and it's going from hot to cold to hot to cold and hot to cold, changing cycles continuously. So I'm going to just ask her to be patient with me for a second. What I need to do, I want her to step one step back. One step back, there we go. Just so you actually one more. So your feet are a bit more evenly spaced. So when I lift it, there we go. That's where we want you. Good girl. I'm going to just have a quick inspection from underneath. The underside looks good. Alright, keep that there, hold that there. Right, stay. Szara. It's up. I'm also having a feel of the pulse in the back, and there's no heat in her foot, so she's not got any kind of abscess or infection there. It's nothing that's causing an issue. But this potential crack could cause a problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm ask her to lift and bring forwards. So hold forward, and then I'm going to put with my So what this does, it makes a mark in where the crack's starting. With one crack here, one here. And it just helps to, it cuts the flesh back to the bareness. You do it in a crisscross. You can do one line if you want. If the horse doesn't want to hold its hoof up, you can put it down. Drop softly. So you make some little marks and you do a crisscross with it. I'm going to do the other part of the mark on this side because I can't reach it from that side. Stand. Good girl. Just going to ask her to hold that for me. So what that'll do is that'll re-knit the hoof back together when you make a mark like that. Now you can use a rasp to do it or you can use a knife to do it. Depends on what you've got on hand. But always make sure if there is a crack, don't go putting creams on a crack. Don't go putting oil on the crack because if there's any depth to it, all you're doing is introducing more dirt and more bacteria into the hoof. So if it's a big crack, then you probably want to get a farrier to come and do an actual glue repair or a staple repair on the hoof. There's something small like that, where it's kind of just starting to go on the very surface, you can fix with a little tweak. If it gets any worse, it'll be straight up. And you go at the highest point where you do your first, the highest point of the crack is where you do your first mark. If the crack's super long, like the whole hoof, do 2 or 3 marks down the hoof. And give it another couple of weeks and it should be covering itself back over again. It's kind of like cutting our nails back. But doing it with them, the hoof will cover across. So I'm grateful for Lionel because Lionel was, I don't know if Lionel's still about. I've tried to find out, no one seems to know where he is, so I'd say he's passed on. But he was in his 80s when he taught me. He was about 83 when he stopped doing my horses. It was taking him up to 2 to 3 hours to do a horse, the poor bugger. It was just too much. He wanted to keep going. I just said to him, Lionel, no more. But he taught me a hell of a lot of stuff in the time that I did have him, in a couple of years, 2 or 3 years that he was coming here regularly. And he was a very patient man with the horses and they totally loved him. Incha, Lionel was a good one. Not one of my horses ever gave him trouble. They were good for him from the get-go. No matter what was going on, they were good for him. He's probably the only farrier that they didn't play up with. They're good with most farriers, but every now and again they'll throw in a little tantrum or carry on. She's usually pretty good. She doesn't like it when I try to do her feet though. She gets cranky about it. I've got to fix this up. It's not fully where I want it to be. Bring it back out forward for a second. Her hoof is just a little bit. Sometimes if you just round it off under the bottom as well, it can help with the cracks as well. She's got a little one starting on this side, but it's not really. It's like, Mum, you don't usually do my feet. What the heck are you doing? girl. She doesn't really like it when I do. Tocky's all right. He's pretty good with us doing his feet. I've taught Josh how to do his feet now, so he knows how to do feet. It's if you have an eye for things, if you have an eye for a natural formation, you're pretty right with it. It's just mastering and getting on top of the positions that you've got to go in to hold the horses and stuff. That's where I get confused. I can't do the acrobats they do and the manoeuvres. I had this one farrier, he was brilliant. He was the quickest farrier I've ever had. His name was Darcy. He just didn't come back again. I don't know what happened. But he's a brilliant farrier. I wished I could get him again. But I do have a really good one now called Joe. Joe's good too. But he moves around like it's like watching a ballet. It takes him a couple of minutes to do 4 feet. He just spins around, does this, does that, spins around, does it again. And he's quick as lightning, but done a bloody good job every time. And the horses liked him too, which was good. He liked them as well. But yeah, that's right, Bubby. She's like, are you going to take me anywhere, or are you just going to spend her whole life sitting in here? Well, that's a good point. She's getting on. She wants to start having adventures before she gets too old to go out and have adventures. She's probably got another 10 years of riding in her. But whether it'll be me doing it or just the grandkids, probably the grandkids will be riding her. But anyways, I'm going to see if I'll... just going to have a quick do with just the one rope. Do a thrust exercise. Come on. Come on. Yeah. And walk. So I've just got the halter rope here and that's all I got. Nothing else. I used to ride her with nothing all the time. I just don't have the guts to do it anymore. I don't think I'm quick enough to escape if I need to. Good too. She's alright, she remembers, does everything good. She hasn't forgotten how to do everything. It's just me, isn't it? It's you. You're the problem. And that is very true. I'm the problem. She most definitely is not the problem. It's me that can't get the guts to do what I want to do. But because I've seen that little thing in her foot, I'm going to give her a break today and just let it be. Might jump on bareback for a second and see if I can, just simply for the purpose of mentally conquering my own fear. I did it last time, it wasn't too bad. Good girl. Pop this. Oh, right there. Pop this away very quickly. I'll be back. Only thing is I won't do it with it just the rope because I freak out if I've just got a rope for the moment. So I'll do it with the bridle on. And look, it's good for horses to have tack on and off and on and off, and if they're patient with it, that's really good. Some horses don't like Some horses don't like it when you're putting the tack on and off. They get upset. They don't enjoy it very much. She's one who's refusing right now to. There we go. Lovely. Good girl. There we go. Not too bad of a refusal. Pretty good. Did a pretty good job. And again, this bits and pieces bridle is kind of, it's a Frankenstein bridle. It's a weird one. I rode with her for years with it. She prefers a bitless, of course, nowadays, but back in the day, this was what I used. Frankenfurter. Frankenstein, eh, Bubby? She's very good. She doesn't mind it at all. Gosh, she would do so well with a confident little rider. She'd be out and about doing lots. I'm hoping my grandchildren get to a point where they want to ride her, because she's one I would trust with them. If they once they've learned to ride, I'd trust her with them, because she's a sensible girl. Okay, so what we'll do is have a quick little, I'll try and get on. Bareback. She might be cranky with me. She gets a little touchy because she's in season. Good girl. She's got her feet round about where they need to be. I'm just going to ask her to turn a little bit. Oh, that's a nice rub there. Yeah, that's good. She likes that. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, so good. Alright, let's see if Mum's got the energy to get on. Relax. Relax. Good girl. Oh, good yawn. Oh, she says, I'm relaxing. I'm handling. She's like, are you going to do it? You can almost get on like that. Almost, but not quite. Alright, I'm going to go for it and see what happens. She thinks she's finished, so she's a little bit like, don't want to deal. Come on. You can see by her stance, she's like, I don't know if I want to deal with this. Got your leg back? Enough? Got your leg back enough? Back. Stand. Up. Done. Stop. Drop down. Drop down. Drop. She's got great patience because, seriously, I'm taking a long time. She's been very patient. Ready? I'm going to just get you to turn it slightly this direction. Good girl. I like to have her head slightly that way while I'm getting on, so that way if I need to turn, I can. And there we go. And drop. And relax. Oh, good girl. That was all we were doing. That was it. Thank you. Good girl. Thank you. That was all we're going to do. One quick jump on. Ready. Drop. Well, if you move your head away, I can't take it off, can I? And spit. Relax. Good girl. Take this one off too. We're all finished now. All done. Good girl. All right, so she's done well, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'll be back in just a second. I'm just going to quickly pop these things away. She's in for the morning because I don't want her out eating that lunch now. Rightio. So that went pretty all right. At least I got on. Hey doggy, how you doing? Hey crazy cat. Welcome back, Beard. Welcome back, V-Net. So this poor girl hasn't had any attention, and she's pretty upset about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little work with her. Come here. Come on. Give me your head. Give me. Come on. Give me your head. Darling. Ellie. Fancy. You can come or not? Come on. Bend back. Face this way. You don't want to play? If you don't want to play, I'll leave. No problem. I can go. What do you want to do? Play or you want to go? Let's play. Do a little bit of work. At least you won't be bored. Like crazy, huh? You won't be bored and crazy. Stuck doing nothing. Huh? Alright, let's take her on. Come on, love. Ellie. Let's see if she'll come over when I'm asking. Come on. And I've left the rope there with her, just to keep her on her toes and thinking about what she's doing. Good job. Ellie. Whoa there. See if she notices that I'm stopping and not going anywhere. How long it takes her to figure it out. Oh, she says, that's where we parked last time. So she might be thinking, whoa, I just went down a bad thing. She might be thinking it's park and play time. That might be what she's thinking about. Shall we try? Try? I think what we need to do is some work around here. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to move her into the lunging position, so I'm just going to, for now, have her hold there. Hopefully she won't get too insane. I'll be back in a minute. Going to grab a tool or two. See what she does. That's not very strong, so if she does go crazy and pull on it real tight, it will grab, and if she pulls, it'll snag. I'm just going to leave it there, like that, round tight. There we are. Good. Alright, do that. And stay. You going to stay? You going to stay for me, or are you going to be naughty? She's like, I don't know what the heck you want, woman. Okay, I'll leave you guys there. Oh, we can see what she does. Stay. 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 Good. Stay. Good. Good girl. Love it. Absolutely. Good girl. Good girl. Lovely stay. I'm impressed. Lovely job. Done very well. Hanging about all like that. Right, do you want to come on around here for me? Come on, lovely. Rightio, so let's see how she goes now with listening to me. It's been a while since me and her have done anything like this. I'm just going to ask her to move her feet along. Up. Not that way. Other way. Oh, she's a little cranky. See if she tries to go under that. She might try and go over it. Yep. Let's hope she doesn't. No. She's going to... Whoa! So she's thinking about running underneath that. That's not good. Or jumping it. That ain't good. Whoa. That's not good. We're not listening actively. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. So she's really a little bit strange today because ordinarily she wouldn't try that. But it's a bit strange. I'm going to have to probably put some actual fences up. Fence palings up. Look, watch what she does. Let's see what she does. Is she going to go over or under? She's thinking about it. She's like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm going up or down. She's the sort of horse, if she wants an escape, she'll make one. She'll jump. I don't want her injuring herself in order to try and jump out. That's for sure. So, what I might do is if I can ask her to move down the back end here. Come on. Let's go. Ellie. Think about it. Come on. Hook on. Good girl. So she's had to think about that. She's thought about it. She says, yep, okay, I understand what you're asking. You're asking me to come with you. Come on. And look. Come on. Come on. Come in. Ellie. So if she doesn't want to come, I'm going to start the pressure again. I'm going to be over here where she can't get to me. She's silly enough right now. She'll try and jump that. And she'll probably go arse over head if she does. Come on. Come over here. Come on. The other thing I can do, let's get rid of the barrier. Let her out there. That's all right. I prefer a horse to give itself because it's choosing to do so, not because it's stuck. So what I'll do instead is we'll go after her and ask her for ask her for her mind to listen. So let's go. I'm going to make a move. We don't have to be locked up to exercise. Up. Yep. There we go. Good girl. I just want her to listen. Ellie. Come on. Turn. Turn. Face. Face. See if she'll listen to me. Face. Ellie. Face. Good girl. A bit scared up that end. I don't know why. A little frightened of something. Come on. Come on. Can't get this to crack. I'm going to take off back here. See if she follows where I'm at. Come on. Up. Come on. Up. Come on. She's clearly thinking about coming where I'm at. She's also thinking about going over there. See what she does. Come on. So I'm just going to wait for her to decide where she's going. We've always worked in the round yard. We've never done a lot of work out in the paddock. All I want is her to move her feet or to pay me attention, whichever one chooses. Whichever comes first, up. Put on some pressure. A lot of people think if they don't have a round yard that they can't work with their horse. No, you can still get them to move their feet. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Now I'm getting her attention. See if she'll come over. And walk. Walk. Good girl. Gonna hook through. Come on. Hook on. Come on. Come on. Gonna hook or we're gonna walk? Which one we want to do? We're gonna move. So we're gonna move this way instead. And ask her to go. If she comes in too close to me, I'll get her to move back. Yeah, I'm up. So now I've got her attention. And back. Oh, yeah, good girl, lovely. Back. Back, take a step back, good girl. So I just want a little step. I don't want her frightened and running away. I just want one step back. One step back, lovely. Come on, hook. Now ask her to hook. And this is how we work with our pressure on, pressure off. Put the pressure on and back. Just a step, good girl. And I want her to stop. And I'm going to ask her to lower and drop. Drop, drop, and relax. Drop. See if she'll do it. Drop, drop. Usually she'll do a verbal command drop, but she might not do it. All right, she doesn't listen. Put some pressure back on. Back, back. And this time, I'm going to ask her to manoeuvre her bum around. And whoop, whoop, good, lovely. And back, back, one step, back, good, back. When I'm advancing, she's retreating. That's nice. Now I'm going to ask her to drop and drop. Good. Nice listening there. All right, now I'm going to see if she'll hook on. Hook. Come on. Hook. Come on. She's not going to listen and hook on, so we're going to make her move her bum. This is how you work. Young horse, old horse, doesn't matter what sort of horse it is. If they don't want to listen and hook, we just take our time. We be patient and we ask them to manoeuvre. I'm going to ask her to move. Keep her moving. I'm going to ask for a faster move. Yep. Yep. And face. Good. And back. Back. Good. Back up. Back up. Lovely. Nice thinking about things. Back. Good. Nice thinking. Baby steps, one at a time. She's to stay this length from me at all times. So I've got that right out. That gives me lots of room in case she decides to go crazy or anything like that. Young horses sometimes suddenly just go whoosh. She's a little flighty this morning. Not usually like this, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to do some other things. So I'd like her to walk. She's not listening, so we're going to back her back. Back until I'm in a comfortable zone. Back. Good girl. Drop your head down a little. Don't drop your lip. She needs to move back. And hook. And hook. Come on. Let's go. Hook on. Ellie, come on. I'm going to drop off all my ropes here. I don't really need them right now, at this particular point in time. And I'm just going to work with the wake up and let's go. She does not have to stay in my presence. She can leave my presence if she wants to. She's deciding to stay and hang about. Now, I made a mistake then. Anybody know what the mistake was? The mistake was I stepped backwards when she was coming forwards out of pace. If I do that again, then I'm in trouble. So I must encourage her. Whoa, turn. Yep, yep, yep. She's doing some work for me. She's just not doing it in a conventional circle like we normally do. Up. Let's go. Energy. Energy, up. She's got a bit of an attitude there. Good girl. Nice circling there. See, I'm getting her in a, basically she's doing a round yard movement right here. Oh, she's going down there. So she's deciding where she's going. Other direction. Let's go. Good job. Turn. Come back. Up there. And good girl. Hook on. Come in. Come on. Let's bring her down here a little. Come on. The trick is you make them uncomfortable to the point where they have to move, but it's their choice if they move or not, what direction they move in. That way later on, you're somewhere unfamiliar. It's not about what the guidance from the actual, it's not the guidance from the actual fence line, it's the guidance from you that they're listening to. And she's now deciding to go around this way. She says, I might come back towards you. Thinking about it. That's okay, she can do that. I'm kind of tangled here, I've got to fix this up. It's all just interaction. She's had no work for about 4 or 5 weeks. Nothing. Not me on her, nobody near her. Was it? Come. And see how she's now staying in my circle. And up. Good girl. And she'll probably turn for me and go round. Up, up. Good girl. That's nice. And up. And turn, turn, turn. So she's not listening. She might come back in. Yep. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Persistence is the key. It's good exercise anyway. Keeps your mind busy. Sorry, chat, my eyes are on the prize right now, which is the horse, for a good reason. Working with a young horse, you don't want them to think that they can just bully you about because they're young, like a teenager. You want them to go where you'd like. Yep. And see, she'll increase her pace there. I'm going to ask her to just walk around for a second. Hook on. Hook. Now she's going to follow me. How did I know she's going to follow me this time? Because I'm watching her body movement, watching her head, and I'm watching her eye. Her eye is soft and relaxed. She is definitely listening now. I'm going to ask her to back. Back. Now I'm going to drive her back out of this space. I want her out of here. Out. Now, does that make sense? Probably not to you guys, but to me it makes perfect sense. I'm making her move out of here into the other area where she keeps going. And now she's going to want to come in. when I'm asking. But I'm going to back her out. And if she goes through, drive her back round. Up. And out. Up. Back out she goes. She doesn't want to go out now, see? Reverse psychology. I'm going to ask her to go around again. Let's see if you trying to make her go out. If she now finds this to be the area she'd rather be in. And watch where she goes, out, and she'll go down the back end. She'll think and then she'll come back in. Watch this. She'll come straight back in. Maybe not. I could be reading it wrong here. But I'm pretty sure once I crack it, she'll come in. And see this? Here she comes. Now, I'm going to drive it back out. Back, 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 no, back, out, out of here, out of here. I'm asking her to leave. I'm asking her to leave this space. Not to come back in here yet. And now she's going to go back in. I'm going to let her go in. And this space now becomes comfortable. Whereas 5 minutes ago, this was not where she wanted to be. Yep. Whoa, yeah, she's cranky. She's like, fuck you. Watch when I crack it. Up. Where's she going to go? Straight on in. Whoa. Whoa, she's throwing a tantrum. Whoa. Hey. Well, that was a bit silly. Whoa. Okay. Not sure what this is about, but let her run it out. And this is defiance, I think. I'm going to actually move back over here. Whoa there. She says, you want me to go? I'm going. All right, let's let her just fix that up. She'll go again. Eventually she'll settle. Here she goes. She's getting tired now. She says, I'm going. I'm going. I steer clear of her when she's in this mood, like this. She'll calm down. Whoa there. She says, you want me to work? This is the work area. I'll work. Whoa there. She's going to probably go for about 5 or 10 minutes. She says, what are we doing? Whoa there. Whoa there. Good girl. She's upset with Szara as well, so because they're in season right now, so they're just playing up like a bugger. So I'm just going to let her get that steam out. And see, with a young one, that kind of steam in their head, when they're carrying on like this, you don't want to get too close to them. You want to just let them get it out. Once they've gotten it out and they've calmed themselves down, she's licking and chewing, but she's still listening. She's like, what's going on? Yep. I'm going to ask her again now. Let's see if she carries on silly. Walk on. Come on. Come on. I'd like her to gently walk on. Come on. Without going ballistic again. Come on. Come in. Facing in. Good girl. This is how she was when she first came to me. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to ask her to come up to the fence line and give me... Come on. So I'm sticking behind here for a second, just till I see how she's reacting. Come on. Come on. You've got yourself into a dither, haven't you? Okay, I'm going to move her up. Good girl. Let's just see if she goes into a nice, calm little listen. Good. Just want her to be calm about it. So you don't want it where she's going crazy and bonkers, but you do want to finish with this, her being calm. Good girl. And we'll relax and back. Nice and slow back. See, we're not getting all over heightened. Walk on. There we go. She says, why am I still working? I've just thrown a tantrum. I've run like crazy. Because we don't want to finish with her running like a fucking idiot. Want her to follow on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And see, this is where consistent work makes all the difference. 5 or 6 weeks off and she's, I don't want to do. Walk on. Walk on. Good girl. And, whoa there. And you can see how quick she does go. When she wants to go, she can take off like a lightning. Going to ask her to come right into me now. In. Come in. That's my signal for come all the way in. And whoa. Good girl. And now she's more than happy to be listening. Come on. So she's worn herself out. She's got all her testosterone out and her cranky pants out. She's really good. Let's see if she'll come through here. I'm going to grab my ropes. Come on. And you can see there, she's hooking on nicely. We're going to go around. Good girl. Good girl. And whoa. Up. Okay, let's see if she'll hook on the inside or the out. Does she realise which side I'm on? Let's see. Come on. Fancy. Hook. Come on. She's like, you're on the other side, Mum. You're on the other side. What are we going to do about that? Hey? I'm on this side now. Come on. And now she's just going to be nice and settled. And what I'll do when I'm finishing, just to really reinforce that calmness. Ow, I just whacked myself. She's just being a young horse. It's actually quite normal for them when they haven't been working for a while to do this. It's pretty average behaviour for out of work. And also the other thing is she's also in season and very heightened because Ellie and Szara are both in season right now. I'll show you how once she's gotten that out of her system and she's nice and calm, she can be a very, very good little sweet girl. Now, come here, love. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of work. What we'll do, we do this with her regularly. We do our drop, drop. Let's get her to her first drop and relax. See how she's dropping that bottom lip there? She's all little poopy. We're going to do our little, let's have our lovely, lovely, lovely lick and chew. Oh, big yawn. Oh, it's a big yawns. Oh, big stretches. Lovely. Good job. Drop. And big stretches. Oh, big stretches. Big stretches. Big stretch. Oh. Yeah. So when she's being silly, we don't finish until she's calm. And get her nice and calm by getting her to stretch out those jaw bones. There we go. Big yawns. Good girl. Then we're going to stretch from under there. And after she's had that big stretch, she's going to do a big yawn there. There we go. Nice and relaxed. One more yawn. Think you can? Can we do one more? Oh, she says, I don't know about that. Big yawn. Ah, big yawn. Come on. There we go. Good job. Now you can see she's doing a bit of pawing here. That's just her being silly, so I'm going to back her up from here. And she's, whoop, back her up. Get her to stand there. Move her in. I'm going to grab her fly veil. Going to get her to stand right there. Like the good girl that she's going to be. I'll pop the fly veil on because we do have some flies today that we didn't have yesterday. It may be causing quite a bit of bothersomness to her. And it's astonishing that, for me, I basically broke this horse in, and I'm at a point now where I'm back to square one with all the horses. I'm too scared to do anything. It's settled, nice and settled. Good girl. She's carrying on a little bit. Good girl. She's a little bit heightened today. Too much sometimes, hey? All that running, you've got to settle yourself down. But there you go, she's had a little bit of work, so that's good. I'm glad she's done something today. I do need to get back into working with her on a daily basis. So that's how we'll do it. Just get her out and about. She's a bit sore. Probably from doing that silly twisting and turning. Or, yeah, getting run over by a horse is not going to be a fun thing to do at all. But, just going to let her just hang by herself for a bit and do what she's doing. I'm actually feeling quite hot. It's quite warm out here. So I'm going to go and have a rest myself. Get myself something to eat and drink, I think. Haven't had any breakfast or anything yet. So it is now 9:13. I've been going for a while now, so about an hour of doing stuff with them. So that's good. Right, well, I'm going to head off for a bit. And I'll catch you guys a bit later. And are you going on later on, Beard? With your guitar? I'll let these guys out now. Good morning. Oh, such puppies are going crazy. Such puppies are going crazy. Overly excited. You're just like the horse. Overly excited. So, I'm actually not surprised really today that she's threw a little tanty. I was expecting her to do so. I'd be surprised if she didn't, actually. Hey, Frizzy. Good boy, puppy boy. Let's check on these chalks and see if they're all still good. Haven't tipped out their water or anything like that. Got to check them several times, at least once an hour, to make sure they haven't done any damage to themselves or their water containers. There they are. Hi, bubbies. What doing? I might go and get you guys an apple. Shall I grab you an apple? You're getting too big for this cage, aren't you? Look how big they are now. You're getting too big. Soon be time for them to go to wherever they're going to go to next. And I'll take 2 hens is all I want. I don't want any more than 2. I just want 2 hens. And the rest can go to new places. Which will be good. I'll just keep Aurora's one of the ones I'm keeping, and I'm also going to keep Charlie, I think, as well. Because Charlie turned out to be a hen, I'm pretty sure. I thought Charlie wasn't, but Anyway, we'll find out. I'm hopeless. I can't tell anything at the moment. You should for sure. Okay, I'll keep my eye out. Right, guys. Catch us later. My battery's dying anyways. I better get moving. Thanks for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon, or whatever, evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye for now.